What's up, Detroit Pistons fans? It's Coach Ryan and the D back with another episode. Just talking that Pistons talk like we always do. I got two of my boys with me today. I got Aunt Kobe, 24, and Tavo Playmaker. Aunt, tell everybody who you are.
Yeah, my name Ant. I've been a big Detroit fan since I was 4. My pops took me to a Pistons game in '04 and stuff, but I don't remember because I was so small and stuff. But he got pictures and stuff, and ever since then I just been a great Pistons fan
Okay,
for real.
that's what's up. Born and bred. What
Gotta
about you,
be.
Tavo?
I'm Tavo. I'm from Puerto Rico. Just moved here to Michigan, and I just love the sport, and I need to support the team. I'm really into the Detroit Pistons right now.
Wow, that's what's up. That's a whole nother story from itself. You got a Pistons fan from
Yeah,
Puerto Rico. That's what's up.
yeah.
All right, people. Well, today we gonna talk about the Pistons and the top five picks in the draft. I'm sorry, the top five best fits for the Pistons at five. And these aren't the top five of who you think, because you've been reading mock drafts and who you think is going to go five. What you think as far as who would your five best fits be for the Pistons? Like, who would think you have the best careers with the Pistons? So I want those straight, honest answers. And I got my own, and I really don't like them, but we'll see when we talk about them. But let's start with you, Ant. Who would you say your five best fits are for the
My,
Pistons at number five, excluding Chet Holmgren, Paolo Banchero, and Jabari Smith Jr. Excluding those three.
okay. Um, I would think the Pistons would need a shooter because I believe you take K Cunningham out the game, then there's no scoring at all, really. And
Mhm.
I think the best available pick in the draft at 5, it has to be Shaden Sharp for me as my number one.
All right, why you
Cause
say that?
I never seen the last talent I seen like that come out of high school was a Kyrie Irving. So I believe that he has that juice in him to come to this league in the next couple years. But I understand the Pistons is looking for a guy to plug in now and score and all of that, which is why I have Johnny Davis at number 2. Like I believe he's one of the best scorers coming out of this draft. Like pure scorers from the 3 mid range. He has defense. He's a solid body, and he reminds me of a lot of a Klay Thompson, Devin Booker type player so much.
Mhm.
But nobody talking about him in this draft.
Nobody,
Nobody is.
nobody,
Uh,
nobody.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna come back to your three, four, and five. Hold on, real quick. I want to get Tavo's first top two.
for me, I think my number one is Daniels from the G League, Dyson
That's
Daniels.
amazing.
Mm.
Yeah, Dyson Daniels. He already played with Kate. They look good together. He can
Yeah,
make plays. He can score from everywhere. I think he can play alongside with K, and he's gonna be good. He's gonna be good.
all right.
And my second one, I think we don't gonna get it because for me, Sacramento is gonna pick that guy. It's gonna
Mhm.
be Jaden Ivey.
Mhm.
Jaden Ivey. He can play alongside K2, and he just goes straight to the paint. He
Right,
don't have so much playmaking, but
right.
I think he can fit in with K.
Yeah, I think he can, and I think yeah, I think you're accurate about that. It took me a long time to come around on it, but yeah, he can play with Caden. He has a more of a scoring mentality. He doesn't always need the ball in his hands as much as you think. So I think
Exactly.
he
Yeah.
might be okay.
Yeah.
I don't I don't believe Ivy has other than him driving the lane, I don't believe he has no other way to score the ball. That's just me personally. Like
Mm-hmm.
I
But
Yeah,
believe
Jay
he's
Moran
a
is doing that. But Jay Moran is doing the same.
John Morant developed a shot over the last year.
he did.
Exactly, and he can do the same too. Ivy can do the
I just
same.
I just don't we need a play I believe we need a player that can come in and score if you're gonna drive a pick at number 4. And I think him
Yeah.
along with Kay Cunningham, that's not a good fit to me. It's not.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
not.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see.
mean, I felt like you for a long time. And then sitting down to do this and trying to make this list, man, I'm so disappointed because I was a Jay Ivy hater, and somehow I got Jay Ivy at number one for the fit for the Pistons, and I just see his explosive potential is just too it's too much to pass up. He can score. Yeah, he shot 36% from three. So like how bad was it? It couldn't have been, it wasn't that bad. This is his shot selection that's sometimes horrible that you kind of question about. But when you got the ball in your hands that much, you're gonna take some bad shots. So I can't get too mad about that. And his ability to get to that basket and score, get out on that break and score. You gotta add team speed, team athleticism. We don't really have any athleticism in our backcourt right now. Kay's not
Yeah.
that athletic. Killian is not that athletic. Frank Jackson isn't that athletic. Sadiq Bey's not that athletic. Um, you know, Saban Lee, he's pretty athletic, but he's not really playing like that. So, we're lacking, big time athleticism in our backcourt. And I think just for that reason, yeah, Ivy probably be my number one player in this situation. And number two, like I say, my list because
Yeah.
Davis. Remember, I was telling you about Johnny Davis, but my number two on my list is Ben Matherin. Um, Man, dude
Oh
from
yeah.
Arizona. You know what I'm saying?
I,
Yeah, I had him number 3.
I
204,
I like him. Yeah, I like him.
yeah, 6'9" wingspan. He scored the ball. He averaged 22 points a game last year.
He a
Um,
dog.
and
He a
shooting
He's a
like
dog.
dog.
crazy.
Yeah.
Explosive at the rim. Running the fast break. You're not gonna stop him. You know, Man, explosive scoring potential. You know what I'm saying? He can score the ball. Like you say, you need a scorer next to Cade. He can score. Only thing is creating his own shots is kind of not his strong suit at this point in time. And so, there'll be a little bit of hesitancy on that. But, you got Cade, and then coming off the bench, you got Killian, at this point in time. So it's always going to be somebody that know how to give him the ball. And he knows how to run around them screens and get himself open as well. And he's okay with the ball in his hands, creating his own three-point shot, but getting to the basket, you got to work on that. But, like I said, his athleticism, I mean, he's so explosive, man. He kind of gives me Anthony Edwards vibes, man. Like
Yeah, he does. He
not
does.
as
Yeah.
though, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
not as much, not as better on defense. Defensively, he got a lot to work on. Defensive consistency, I should say. He falls asleep at times or whatever, but he makes a lot of plays on defense. But he laps. He has too many lapses, and that's a little bit of a worry. None of these guys are perfect. You know what I'm saying? But you just talking about fits. But yeah,
Yeah.
we go back to you, and what you said. Your third was Ben
My
Mather,
third,
yeah.
no, I didn't say my third was Dyson Daniels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see a Luka Doncic in him. Like I really see that in him.
Right.
And then like second, he really did play with K Cunningham, and he kept feeding K Cunningham. Like I
Yeah.
watched that
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
He kept feeding K Cunningham. K Cunningham kept feeding him. It was like they was already in sync with each other, and I'm
Yeah.
sure they already had thoughts at that All Star break. So I feel like Dyson Daniels is the best next thing in the draft at 5. If not Sharp,
Yep. Think he got a 16.5 wingspan.
is
Dyson
it
Daniels.
16?
His wingspan 16.5. So
Wow.
he got long arms. You know what I'm saying? And he affects the defense a lot. So yeah, I
I
agree.
know Ben. I know Benedict have a 6'9" wingspan, and he's just
Mhm.
6'6".
Right. Right. Yep.
Yeah.
I,
Who you got for number three? Taylor.
Me,
Mm-hmm.
Chart,
Sharp. Shaden Sharp.
Jalen Chart. Yeah, Jalen
yeah.
Chart. I think
Hmm.
he can do it. I think he's gonna be the next thing too. And if
Okay.
we don't pick him, the lucky one, it's gonna be another one.
Let me ask you this. What makes you so sure to guarantee that he is going to be the next
He
good one?
don't,
Because he only played
yeah,
33
he don't play.
games
Exactly.
in
He don't play with
2019.
Kentucky. He don't play with
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky. He just play in the high school. But he's coming from scoring 22 points for games, five
I'll say this.
rebounds, steals, and he was about to be the number one top pick next year. if we decide to play with Kentucky. I believe that for sure.
I'll say this: he made a hills jump from his 10th grade year of playing in high school to his 12th grade year. Because his 10th grade year, he wasn't ranked at all. So he jumped all the way up from not being ranked to his senior year to being ranked number one
Right.
over Chad, over anybody in this draft. He was ranked number one in that class last year. And then on top of that, John Calipari said himself that he thinks that he can be a future first number one overall pick next year.
Mm-hmm.
So that alone from John Calipari should be enough because John Calipari he knows a star when he see a star. He has
Right.
so many of them. So
I
I
don't. I
just
feel like he was figuring that after he had his hands on him for a year and he coached. Because I heard he didn't even really practice like that at Kentucky either. So the guy's played 42 games since 2019. 42. And then he didn't even practice like that. And then when I watch him doing his workouts, like, yeah, he looked smooth and all that stuff, and he's hitting the shots, but I'm looking at the speed as which he's going through these workouts. Like, it's not game speed at all. When you get in the NBA, everything's gonna be sped up, and you haven't even played. He played in high school. Once you go from high school to college, the game speeds up. Then you go from college to the NBA, it speeds up some more. And he hasn't played but high school ball. He's only played 42 games since 2019. That's 3 years ago. 3 years. That's 14 games a year. Like that's hard for me to pull a number 5 pick and take a guy with the only film you see of him is, you know, old film from high school from, a year or two ago. I see that. I mean, yeah, he's the most explosive player in the draft, one of the best athletes in the draft, no question. But
yeah.
that loose ball handle, he loose with the ball on his ball handling. Um, Passing is okay. I just feel like he got a long way to go. And you take him at 5, you're gonna be waiting for him for at least 2 years. Now, if you feel like you got 2 years to wait, then yeah, you might, tell me what you could have on your hands. But shoot, you take
I,
him. Put it like this: if you take him, if you a Dwayne Casey hater, then you're gonna be mad because I feel like that's gonna give Dwayne Casey more time because you drafting a player that you're not going to be able to really, that's not going to be able to make a major contribution to the team for a minute.
I
But we know
feel
right now, any player right now is gonna be a contribution for a ring right now. We don't
Yeah,
know
yeah, that's
any of
true.
these any of these top 5 players like maybe we have. I don't think they're gonna make the run to go to a
Right, right, right,
championship contender.
right.
I'll
No,
say,
Maybe if we got the top three, maybe over there we can talk about it. And everything's about the free agency too.
right.
but I'll say this though: if we can trade Jerami Grant for that 7th pick with the Trailblazers,
Mm,
I think at 7 we should get Durham, the center from Memphis.
right. Slow
Nobody's
down.
he's
We gonna get into that. Slow down. Slow down.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah, we still on the list though. Who'd you say your third was, Tyler?
Chart.
Sharp, sharp. Okay, yeah, right. Okay. Man, this might
Who was
break
your
the
third?
internet. This might break the internet, man. Like I say, my list is tough, man. And the sad thing is, I actually kind of wanted to have this guy hired, but I know it probably sounds crazy, but Tari Eason from LSU, man, the 6'8",
Mm,
215 pounds,
that's
7 foot
your
three.
third pick.
It's my
That's your
third pick,
third
man.
pick.
I'm just looking with my eyes, man. I'm watching him. This dude is a menace on defense. Like, to me, he's the best defensive player of the draft. He's affecting the game like crazy. In steals, stealing on the ball, double teaming, just taking the ball out of people's hands. Blocks. He averaged 1.9 steals in the one block a game coming off the bench. Along with, it's not like he don't have no offense. The guy averaged 17 points a game on 52% shooting. You know what I'm saying? Shot 36% from three.
How much did he average?
16.9 points, 6.6 boards, 1.9 steals, 1.1 blocks. Shot 52% from the field, 36% from three, 80% from the free throw line. And it's like,
Mm,
man, he is the guy that affects the game. Like you see how Scotty Barnes came in playing defense this year. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
guys like that affect the game on every way. He can guard literally every position on the court. Every position on the court. pick and roll, it don't matter. Every position on the court, man, this guy is amazing on defense to me. And then what he can do on offense is this, man, he can grow. It looks like he can grow into something, man. Like explosive finisher at the rim, like because he got the long arms, and long arms help his game so much in damn near every aspect. And man, I see
I told you.
a lot of Kawhi in that guy. He's 6'8" with a 7'2"
6'8".
wingspan. Yeah, 6'8", 215.
I gotta look at him. I gotta look into him more. You
Yeah,
told me about him too. I did watch a couple of his highlights.
watch the, just look at the film. I know it sounds crazy. Just look at the film and tell me that guy doesn't look like a Piston. He looks like a Piston, man. Like he
That's what we need. That's what we need. We need dogs. We need players. We need to go back to them bad boy days.
exactly
That's what
because
we need.
our defense was trash last year. We don't have no rim protector, but to me, he the next best thing on defense. You know, and Dyson Daniels not far behind. I like Dyson Daniels' defense too. But this guy,
I love Dyson Daniels.
He's a rebounder guard. He's a rebounder guard too.
Yeah, he can rebound
he
too.
can jump. He can
Yeah,
rebound.
which is also something that we need too. Defense,
Yeah,
rebounding, rim protection.
because
So
Stewart is not doing the job,
yeah, and I mean he can't do it by himself. Not by himself.
but he's by
Stewart is the
himself.
type of player.
He's by himself, and he can even grab 10 rebounds.
Sometimes, but that's the next game he'll grab 18. So I mean, yeah, the consistency is off a little bit, but it's like that. So look at Bam Adebayo. This guy one of the best centers in the game, and he don't grab boards every game
Oh,
at
Adebayo,
all.
something else.
I
I can
mean,
name 5 centers that's better than him.
then who? Bam Adebayo?
Yeah.
I said one of the best. I
Oh,
mean, of course, Joel
for
Embiid is better
sure.
than Bam, of course. Jokic, yeah, of course. But I'm talking
Embiid.
about. I'm using Bam as a reason because he don't you know what I'm saying, like he don't grab boards every game, and I know this because
No,
on FanDuel.
Yeah, Bam don't.
but he can score.
Yeah, he can score. He can
Stewart
score.
can score. He can rebound and he can score.
I get this.
He puts
I
out
get
on
this
pick and
feeling.
rolls. Yeah, that's what he can do.
I get this feeling.
Yeah.
I get this feeling that Chad Holcomb from Gonzaga. I feel like he's gonna fall in the draft to like number 4 or 5. I just
You
get
think
this
so?
feeling.
I don't
I just
know.
get this. I got this feeling.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
I
feel
got a
like he's
feeling.
gonna be Paulo. I just
I
feel like
don't think they're
Lamelo
gonna
Ball
pass
is
from
gonna be.
Sacramento. I don't think they're gonna pass from Sacramento. Is gonna pick him for sure. They
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have a
definitely.
big guy. They don't
Yeah,
have a big
definitely.
guy.
But
They have
it's all,
Sabonis, but they don't have a big real guy. Like him.
yeah, I mean, it all depends on who ends up with the number 4 pick because there's been a lot of rumblings about Sacramento wanting to trade number 4.
Yeah, I heard about that.
As a matter of fact,
Yeah.
I saw a 3-team deal that involved the Pistons in Portland that had us swapping the 4, Sacramento swapped the 5, and we got Portland's 7th pick. So we got 4 and 7 instead of 5 and 7. And then they got Jerami Grant like Rashawn Holmes, and Sacramento got I think they got the guard Josh Hart. Yeah, Josh Hart. But yeah, man, there's been a lot of rumblings about Sacramento wanting to trade that pick. So whoever gets it, even if it's not us, maybe they need a guard instead of Paulo,
That's
or
true.
or whoever.
Paulo.
I don't know, but I think because of his defense, you know what I'm saying. I think he'll be the one to drop because Smith got more defensive potential than him. You already know Chet's a monster on defense. Or you think he's going to
Yeah,
be.
he a monster.
Yeah, and Paulo, he big, he crafty, but he kind of slow footed a little bit just because I mean, 6'10", 250, that's a big dude. You can't expect him to switch on these pick and rolls with Ja Morant and be good at it. So I mean, I think if one of them falls, it's going to be him, and for that reason, I feel like.
Yeah.
But who you got at
Well,
fourth, bro?
I got Benedict
Benedict
for
Mather.
sure. Benedict, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
He's a beast. And he can shoot. He don't have a port. He have like a 37% of shooting. He can play the pick and roll. He can rebound.
Yeah.
And plus he has his defense. He average 1.0 still, so it's pretty decent too. And we know that we need the defense. It's a plus. He's a guard, 6'6", with, like I said before, 6'9" wingspan. So
Right, right.
he got the defense over there. I
Right,
think
That's my
that's one of the things that we need. We need.
right,
We pick him five for
right.
sure. Yeah,
I would too.
that's the
That's my
guy.
number. That's
Yeah,
also my number four too. That's my number four too. So we might as well just talk about him together and stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I do see him as an Anthony Edwards type player. I do see that. But
yeah.
I feel like he his body is NBA ready now. I feel like
Mhm.
his vertical jump is out of this world. I
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
like his the way he shoots the ball and the snap of his wrist, like
Mhm.
He
that's
can
the
finish.
that's the
He can
NBA jump
finish it.
shot.
Look at
Yeah,
the
he
way
can
he
That's
jumps
finish
the
in
on
NBA
the
the
jump
jump.
ring.
shot.
Look at how he jumps on the jump shot too. He just off
Right.
the top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know, like
yeah.
yeah,
He's a damn good spot up shooter. He
It's
can
gonna
catch
be
you off
hard
the
to block
dribble.
him. Yeah,
Yeah. And then when he drives to the lane, he doesn't he put his body up first and then the ball second. Go
Mhm.
back and
exactly.
watch the clip. He
Yeah,
put his
yeah.
body up first and then the ball. Like he knows what he's doing on the court. Like I
Mhm.
love him. I wouldn't mind taking him at 5. I really wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's why he's my number two. So,
yeah.
excuse me. My number four, once again, I told you, something about my list. I just don't like it, man. My number four is Jalen Duran. Man,
Mm,
Wow.
that's
and
not bad.
I say this because man, one of the biggest things wrong with this Pistons team is the lack of defense, and we
And
need a
energy.
rim protector. Yeah, but we need a rim protector. We don't have that. A lot of these guys that we pick, especially Jay Ivey, I'm scared. Like if we get Jay Ivey and don't get a rim protector, we're gonna be getting blown out still. Like we're gonna be scoring, but we still gonna be getting blown out because we won't be able to stop nobody when they get to the basket. This guy is ferocious, rim protecting. He on a two
Yeah.
block a game, but when he blocks like he throw your
The
stuff. You
white
know what I'm
power.
saying? Like, yeah, he gonna think about it. Like, I ain't coming out here doing that again. He definitely offers some intimidation and man, in the right system around the right group of guys that playing defense, because he's playing with guys last year. The defense, for most of the year wasn't up to par until like towards the end of the season. So like he played with a team that's focusing on defense. Like we got players that's focused on defense. Man, I think he could be tremendous, man, and take our defense to the next level because you got a Killian, you got a Cade out there. They can stop that man. Pretty much when they get to the
Yeah.
basket. Once they get there, there's nothing there. There's no help. There's nothing. You got Isaiah Stewart, but he's only one man and he's 6'8". You know what I'm saying? So I think we could get him and we could get a guard in free agency, to put next to Cade. If that's the case, but having that rim protection is gonna make everybody better. And then he's an explosive finisher. He a live threat to Cade. Pick in the pick and roll is gonna be a problem with him. Rim running. Man, I don't know how many times you seen this dude finishing on people, but yeah, he
I seen
nasty.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
nasty.
nasty, man.
He's nasty.
Developing post game. Even though we don't need him to be in the post, we need him to rim protect, rim run. Pretty much catch lives. And I think having Cade and Killian on the team, he'll make some money doing that. Kind of like DeAndre Ayton. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I would take him over taking a Shade and Sharp, who, like I say, how much better is that gonna make the team?
We
I
don't
don't,
know.
I don't know.
We
I
don't
I
don't
feel
know.
know.
like I feel like he Shannon Sharp will be the type of player that'll be out the league for not out the league, but just like develop through the G League and everything. His first year or first
Mhm.
6 months, and then come in just like what's the guard from Cleveland?
Which one? Darius Garland or Colin Sexton?
Darius Garland.
Garland.
I
Okay.
feel
Garland,
like
yeah.
just like him.
I
Mm,
think I think he's gonna get hurt a lot too.
Um,
right.
He's too tall, skinny. I don't know.
You
I
talking about
think he's
Durant?
gonna no with chest.
Oh, Chet. You talking about Chet?
Yeah,
Yeah. 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 I
yeah.
mean, that's the big question on him. But a lot of people seem to think that he plays tough now. He's not scared of contact, so they think he's gonna be okay. But it's a different animal in the league, so we'll see. Especially over
Yeah.
the 82 game
I want
season.
I wanna see it. I wanna see against Embiid or Jokic.
People no look.
Jokic too.
People
He
people
killed
kill
me.
Embiid's big.
people kill
Embiid's
me
big.
when they say he too when they people kill me when they say this person too skinny to play in the league. This person too skinny. Like
Yeah.
if you can play, you can play. All that size and being skinny, you already did in college. So if you can do that in college, he can do that somewhere in the league. So people kill me with the size and all of that.
Mm.
They kill
I
me
don't
with that.
know.
That doesn't matter. It matters. It
We see a
matters,
bunch of
but
high
it doesn't.
college. We see a bunch of college, like we talked before. Brandon Knight, he was a monster in college, and what happened in the
Mm.
league? Some
That's
people
true.
look at monster like good players in college or high school, and when they come to the league, it's something different.
Yep. Yep.
You don't know if you are ready. You think you are ready, but when you do the first step, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I trust
I
Trey
never say
Reaver.
he's not gonna
I
be.
really do.
Yeah.
I think he can do it. Of course, he can do it. For that, he's gonna be top three. But I think it's gonna take a second too.
Yeah, yeah, because that's it's funny, and it depends on what type of situation he goes to. Because if he goes somewhere where they're asking him to be like number one or number two, well, yeah, he gonna have some problems. Because he wasn't even number one on his college team. You know what I'm saying? Think he about to
No,
come in the league and be a number one or number two. I don't seem realistic to me. Seem like yeah, it's gonna take him a minute probably for the offense, but defense, the impact should be pretty immediate.
pretty decent. Yeah, I think so too.
So at five, I actually picked Dyson Daniels. And we talked about him a little bit.
Yeah,
Like I say, I picked once again one of the main things about him was his defense. You know what I'm saying? Man, this guy's everywhere on the floor, everywhere on the court. Blocking shots, getting steals, help side. Once again, it's one of the things that makes our team better. All the guys on my top five got defense except for Jaden Ivey. He's number one. That's crazy.
Mm.
But
yeah.
yeah, like all
So you got Jaden Ivey number one, but you know he don't play defense.
I know this. I know this, but
Okay, I'm just checking. I'm just checking. I'm
I
just
know
checking.
this. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like my list. But you can't pass that up, man. He's too explosive, man. You just can't. He's an explosive scorer. You just that's hard to pass up. Cause you come in doing that, guys. You can't touch guys in the NBA. So his speed, he gonna be able to get to the basket a lot. Now, can he finish over NBA length? We gonna see. But it looked like he can, and he can jump. He got a little floater. He can score when he get inside and get a little bit of space, and he gets fouled a lot too. You gotta get better on his free throws. You're a guard. You get to the line that much. He shoots 72%, which is decent, but he needs to be in the 80s for sure. But yeah, he'll be able to get to the line a lot, get to the basket a lot, and then knock down, occasional three here and there. But I don't think he'll be like a major floor spacer for Cade. You know, but I think he could take a lot of pressure off Cade too with his scoring ability. And Cade need that. Sometimes Cade need to just go sit in the corner and just chill out and relax and
Yeah,
just rest a little bit. You don't always have to do everything. It's like Luca. Until Jalen Brunson started balling, they couldn't win like that because Luca had to do everything. You know what I'm saying? Like Cade can't have to do everything, and so that's why I got Ivy at one. But yeah, all my other picks is all players that play defense because we can't. That's the culture for the Pistons. You know what I'm saying? They don't. I mean, Jay Ivy tries. Don't get me wrong, but he's got defense potential though because he got some really quick feet. I've
yeah,
seen
he
him play.
does. Yeah, he does.
I've seen him stay in front of guys, but it's just I don't know. We'll see. I just haven't seen enough from him on defense to make me call him a defensive player. But he's got the potential.
I feel like
I don't think
I
he
feel
got the
like I feel
potential.
like we could pick him though because he has ties to Detroit. Like his mother played for his mother played for the Shocks. Was it the
Uh-huh.
Shocks?
Yeah, the
And
shot.
his
Yeah.
pops played was it football?
I don't know. I know his pops from here. I think.
Yeah, either his
So,
pops played football here pro for the Lions or his pops played baseball. One of the two, but Detroit ties.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of players with Detroit ties, but yeah, you never know. Like I say, I was off the Jaden Ivey. I was on a do not draft Jaden Ivey bandwagon for so long. You heard me say it so many times. But
Yeah.
I don't want him. I
as
still don't want him.
I looked into this and I'm looking at the other guys, it's like, man, I can't take that guy over this guy. You know, I can't take that guy. This guys, I feel like I can't take Dyson Daniels over Jaden Ivey. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't, man. Because Jaden Ivey gonna come in balling for somebody next year. Now, will his shooting percentages be? I don't know, but if you go to a situation where they give him the ball, he's gonna score. He's gonna ball.
Who would you say is more NBA ready? Dyson Daniels or Jaden Ivey?
That's a good one.
Uh, I mean, I think Dyson Daniels, um, he already knows how to be a pro because he played in G League. You know what I'm saying? He played
Yeah.
on the court. You know what I'm saying? He played with grown men. There's a lot to like about that. But Dyson Daniels also shot 25% from three last year.
Oh,
He
he
only
just
averaged
scored 11 points for games only
11
too.
points.
He's
Yeah,
not going
But
crazy.
the G League team he was on, he was also playing with a lot of prospects.
yeah,
A
he
lot of
was.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
Martin Berkman, Jaden Hardy,
yep.
these other guys. But yeah, he averaged 4.4 assists a game, which is cool. But you would like to see that a little bit higher with the points being 11 points a game.
Yeah, you right. You right.
He shot
Yeah.
45% from the field. But that ain't bad. But you just want to see more production. Like I don't want another guy that's not going to score like that, like Killian Hayes next to K. Like we already got
Oh,
Killian Hayes. Even though
Oh, I hate him.
yeah, I mean, give him some time. We'll see. I mean, this year he's on the
it's
clock.
my last year. I'm gonna
He's
give
on
him
the
this
clock.
year. After this year,
Yeah.
we got to boot him.
At
He's
the
on
end
the
of the
clock.
season, he shows something.
Right,
But at the end, when we don't need it, that is the
right,
It's
reason
his
why we
fault.
are
It's
here.
his fault.
That
We
is
ain't
the
top three.
reason why we are here right now talking about top
He's the
five.
reason why we here.
Yeah, Kay went off, he went off. I don't know. Well, let's see next year.
yeah, but at the end of the season, that's when all the young players usually go off. They haven't done
Yeah.
much all year. Then you get to the last 10 games, and all of a sudden, it's like, man, where's this guy been at? And that's how it was with Killian. I want to see from the jump how he start off next year. Going back to the past of Killian,
We
uh,
gotta see
yeah, we know it ain't gonna work because you got this season coming up, and then after this season, they gotta make a decision on this contract if they're gonna pick up the option. And his option is like $10 million. So you gonna pay Killian $10 million to be a backup point guard? Doubt it.
I don't
So
know.
yeah, he's got to prove it this year. It's a big year for him. Let's see if he can do
Yeah.
it or not. Y'all gave y'all fives already?
No,
my.
Yeah.
I think it's my five. It's hard. Number five is hard because I really don't want Jaden Ivey, but I'm gonna put him at five. He my number five.
All right. That's
Yeah, he
fine.
gotta be.
Yeah. All right. What about you,
Gotta be.
Raul?
I don't. I think he's in the top right now. Even if we don't want it, it's like my top five. We don't want it, but I know that is the guy.
Right. Who?
My top five.
Yeah, yeah,
My
yeah. You're
top
number five.
five is Kenga Murray.
Oh,
Who?
Murray.
Oh,
Murray,
okay.
Kenga Murray. I know the
Mm,
Pistons is gonna hate it. We're gonna boo that, but for me, I think we gonna pick him.
mm,
He's a big man. He's coming, scoring 23.4 for game, 2 blocks for game, almost 2 steals for game. He had the defense. He can shoot too, and that's what we need.
right.
That's
I
what we need.
mean, the only reason, and I'm surprised that Keegan Murray is
Yeah,
the
I
last.
really don't want him either. I don't want him. That's the reason why he's not my
Right,
top five, my number five. But
right. The
I
only, the
I
only,
think he's
the
gonna be
only
the one
reason,
like they're gonna be pick.
right. The only reason he wasn't in my top five is because I just think that if we picked him, that means we got to trade in place for Jerami Grant or something because you don't want to pick a top five guy and then you play the same position Jerami Grant do. So now you got to
But
have
we
him.
everybody knows we're gonna trade him. We have to. If we don't trade him, we're gonna lose because
No,
I don't think he's gonna resign next year. Next year he's gonna
he
be a
wants
free
to be
agent.
here. He wants to be here. Now, do you want to
No,
give
he
him a
got to go.
Troy
He got to
Weaver?
go.
He gotta go.
I
Bye
mean, I
bye.
want him to go, but I'm saying, what do you think is going to happen? Because Troy Weaver loves this guy. He came to Detroit because of Troy Weaver. I mean, I don't know if Troy Weaver just going to give him up. You don't know how that's going to go across to the rest of the league because he's always spoken about wanting to be here. He's done a fairly okay job, I guess, numbers wise, but I just don't like the fit. You know, on the team, the ball don't flow the same when he's in the game. Sadiq Bey, I guess, finally started figuring out how to play with him a little bit, but the ball doesn't flow the same when he's in the game. And the defensive impact isn't what it used to be. You know, which pretty much flows us into the next topic, which we was going to talk about was what to do with Jerami Grant, and we wasn't going to talk about if we traded him for the seventh pick, who was some other players that we would like, but let's just figure out what we going to do with Jerami Grant. I mean, what have y'all heard as far as some potential suitors or options? 'Cause I've heard a few things, a few teams, but nothing more concrete outside of hearing the Blazers for the seventh pick over and over again. That seems to be hot, but
Yeah.
so it's
Or
been
we could move. We
But
could trade.
but
We could trade
we
Grant.
I don't think we can get the seven pick only and nothing else. I think I might in one or about that question. I got the seven pick with Black
yeah,
for Jerami Grant.
that's what yep.
Somebody, yeah, that's one of my the what I think right now. I think it's top seven with Bledsoe and with the top seven we can pick Benedict easy.
Mm,
Or we could
I
move
think
back with
so.
the Spurs because the Spurs got 4 picks this year,
yeah,
and they at the 9 spot. We could trade Grant for their 9 pick, and that's a good fit for the Spurs also.
yes, that was
You
one of
got
the things
Grant,
I had
Murray,
talking about.
Yeah,
so that
yeah.
you know
The Mavs, the Hawks, the
the
Bulls,
Hawks. Yep.
and I think it was one more team, but like yeah, it was, definitely the Spurs because they got all those draft picks. And one thing Troy Weaver said though is that he doesn't want too many young guys on the team. I guess too many 18, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. That might be a little tell for Keegan Murray though, like Tavo was saying though, because Keegan Murray 22,
Yeah,
so a
yeah.
little more mature. But yeah, I don't know. I think
Mm,
Yeah, I think if we can get something for Jerami Grant this draft, that'll be great. Because, like you said, we can't
yeah,
let him walk for
yeah,
nothing. And if we trade him away at the trade deadline next year, you just see it being more of trading with a. You're gonna trade him to a contender, and the draft pick is gonna be a late first. You know, and you're
This is
not
the
gonna get
perfect time to trade him.
You say, well, yeah,
yeah.
it's perfect time. This is perfect time. If you can get something done, yeah, get it done this draft because if you could do something like that, any two, if you can get two of these picks where you can have a perimeter player and then you can take a big man, like that'll make a big difference for our team and for our defense.
Yeah.
Like
I
you were
think
talking
they
about
can
Mark Cuban.
trade. I think they can do trade with Atlanta for pick 15. They've been talking about that trading pick 15
They
plus
have been talking about that.
for Gallinari or Bonadovich.
Yeah,
But I think we should get pick 15 for Kevin Werthes. He's young. He can shoot. We need a shooter. And we can do that trade. Pick 15 Werthes for Jerami Grant.
It's this
we
it's
need
this
shooting.
overseas player that's in the draft right now. I think his last name is
Jovic.
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 Yeah,
A
Nikola
lot of people
Jokic.
were sleeping on him, and
I
he is
think he
nice.
can be available. Yeah, he can be available in pick 15. And he's coming from Australia, just 18 years old. We need to work with him, but
6'10".
he have the talent.
You talking
He
about
from
what's his name? Usman
Jovic,
Jane or something?
Nikola
No,
Jovic.
Oh, you talking about Nikola Jokic? Oh, I didn't know he was from Australia. I thought he was from Serbia.
No,
no,
Australia.
no.
He played
It's the guy in the draft. That's his
in the
name.
draft.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Jovic,
No,
Nikola
he's
Jovic, not Jokic. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. The little
yeah,
skinny
he's from
tall dude.
Australia.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
he's
from
from Australia.
Australia.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, I
I
went
wouldn't
watching
mind
the
taking him.
videos and I will check in 15.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
They don't surprise. I don't gonna be surprised if we get in top 10.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
You know,
If
no.
we was at 15, though, I'm probably taking like a Mark
Yeah,
Williams, man. Like that man, that rim protection, 7'2". He could be like a little Gobert,
but
man. I know Gobert giving them problems because he
that
can't shoot, but
it
that
all
defense,
depends on what we get in top in with P5, and we
right,
know
right. If we
Kenga
get a
is a
minimum,
big one. If you
yeah,
pick Kenga in top in 5, you're not gonna pick another big man in 15.
yeah, probably not. But
No.
again, you go back to it's possible though, because defensive impact, man. I think y'all not valuing the impact that some of these shot blockers can have on the game. And a guy like Mark Williams, man, that guy, how many blocks he averaged last year? Like two or three, something like that.
Yeah.
He affected the game all game long when he was in there. And we have nothing. Like, we're starving for that. We're starving for that. We have none of that at all. So
Yeah.
I just feel like we got to get it somewhere because I don't want to overpay in free agency for a big, really. You know,
Yeah.
I don't want
I
to
don't
give
want.
away.
I wanted DeAndre Ayton, but he's gonna want 30 million
Yeah,
or
something.
25
I don't
or the
want
You
to.
max
think he's
deal.
gonna? You think he's gonna resign? I don't think he's gonna resign. I don't think they're
He's not
gonna give
gonna
him
be there
a
no
He's
more.
not
That's
payout.
over
going
with.
back there. Yeah, he's not going back there. I mean, unless they mend things, but as of right now, he's not going back there. Shoot,
I
he
don't
got
think
a
so.
fight with the coach the last game. But they wasn't playing him, so he got mad and didn't want to go back in the game.
But
So
you don't think if Pistons get Ivy, they're gonna try to get him?
I hope not. I
No,
mean,
no.
I don't want to pay him $30 million. But
No, that's
like I'm
true.
saying, if we do get Ivy, we do need a rim protector. I mean, this guy's out there like Mitchell Robinson. He can't stay healthy. That's the only problem with him. But he would be perfect.
Yeah, when he's in the
Finally,
court, he do his job. He just can't
mhm,
stay healthy.
right. Well, what you think about Mo Bamba? Because I heard he might be out there on the table.
I seen that.
I think we can get it for cheap.
That's another big
Yeah,
body, in the paint.
yeah, but he plays defense
He,
like crazy.
and
Every time
He
he plays
does.
against
He
him,
he
does.
plays super
I
deep.
hate
He
it.
played defense. He played decent last season too. He just
Hmm.
got hurt like always, but he played decent. When he's in the court, he do the job.
Let me ask you this: if you had a choice between signing Mo Bamba, if you had to choose between Mo Bamba or Marvin Bagley, who are you resigning? Who are you signing?
Mar Bagley, you got to. You have
You
to.
signing
Yeah,
Bagley over Bamba?
You have to.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Why do
like
you
more
have to?
Marvin Bagley. Yeah, I like more
Off the
him.
simple, off the simple fact, when the Pistons signed him, you seen instantly like K. Cunningham, you seen his game change to a
Yeah,
different level as soon as we signed him.
The whole team
His
changed.
numbers went up. The whole
The whole
team,
team. The
right.
whole team. We start
and they
winning.
played better. They played better without Grant.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
whole
we did. We
team.
usually do, but yeah, my whole thing with Bagley is that he does not rim protect. You know what I'm saying? Like he's more offensive. As far as the center, he gonna put up points. He averaged 14 and a half points a game after the trade. So he gonna give you that. He's another a guy that rebounds sometimes. He don't rebound every game. You talk about Isaiah Stewart, Marvin Bagley gonna rebound every game.
But
So
how much money we give it to Olenek?
13 million or something like that, isn't it?
Kelly
What he
Olynyk,
do?
he's
What,
good. He's a good plug-in player, coming
yeah,
off
he
the
just
bench,
can shoot.
give a couple points.
He can shoot
Yeah,
only too.
Bagley
He just have
or
offense.
Lennon.
Olenek.
Yeah. Well, it's no telling because if he's even gonna be here, because he might be trade bait too. But yeah, he helps the team. But what was your question about Lennox?
How much money we give it to him? You already told me.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He just a spot up player. He's a
I mean, yeah, he
straightforward. He
wasn't.
need to sit corner because he don't have defense.
He plays smart defense. Like he doesn't have like great defense, but he plays smart. Like he doesn't get taken advantage of like that. And offensively, this offense that Casey run where we throw the ball to the big man, running dribble handoffs a lot, and he might fake the dribble handoff and then go do something. He's a pretty good passer. He could play make from that center position. Kelly Olynyk, he's decent. He's a good player. Like he could fit in on a good team. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a good
Yeah,
big come off the bench on a good team. Like he's not gonna hurt you too bad. most of the time, especially if he's scoring. But even outside scoring, he's okay.
Yeah,
Outside
he
running, he's
did
okay.
decent in Miami. He did this in
Yeah,
Miami.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in Miami. Wasn't he in Boston
Yeah, he
too?
did.
yeah. He was in Boston too. Yeah, he was
Yeah,
in Boston too. And, he's solid.
yeah.
He's solid player. But yeah, I guess we can move on, man. I don't think we really got to everything, but I do want to talk about the NBA Finals game
Mm.
about to
Oh
start in a
yeah.
minute, for about an hour. But man, you saw what happened game one, man. What's your thoughts on tonight and the rest of the series?
Um,
I think them
I
lose.
think
I think the
tonight.
goals. I think I I think Golden State losing was a good thing for him, honestly, because I think they woke up something. I really think this series is going 5 or 6 Warriors way. I really do. I really do. They found the way to contain Tatum. Now they just got to find a way to stop Boston Celtics from shooting all these 3 pointers. Cause like what Boston was doing was they was driving the lane all first half. As soon as the fourth quarter hit, they spaced them out and just knocking down threes. That's all they was
Mhm.
doing. Fourth quarter.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
no.
I
I
think
think. I think. I think. Um, Golden State's winning tonight. I think they're gonna steal one game at home too in Boston. For me, the series is gonna go at 7. Golden State winning at home, but you never know. Already, the last
mm,
games in Golden State, everybody say they have the home advantage, but they already beat the team in at home. That can
right.
happen in Game 7.
Mhm.
I don't want to Golden State win, but I think they're gonna win, but in 7 games.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think man, it's a hard one to call, man, because I hate Boston so much, but I love their team, like the way it's put together. They play defense. You know what I'm saying? You got Tatum and Brown just giving it to you every night. Like they do not, like even
yeah,
when we off, they still doing other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you talk about how they were slowing down Tatum. They were slowing down Tatum because they was double teaming him and he was hitting open man. He had like 9 assists or something like that early too. Um,
yeah,
yeah, he was moving the ball. They done came together, man. They got feisty guys. Marcus Smart, defensive player of the year. Even though you get lit up for 6 threes in the quarter. But Robert Williams, Al Horford, man, what in the world, man? Who is this guy?
That was a
When
game changer right there. Him
that
him
was
and
a
White
game
was a game
change.
changers.
man, when did he retire? Like, where did this dude come from? Like, he was gone for like 3 years, and now this guy
Yeah,
lighting it up.
OKC dropped him for the only reason he was old. And he's coming now. He's in the finals. He just scored 23 points. It was
At 26 or something like
26.
that.
26 points, like 7 3, 7 for
Yeah,
8 in threes. I don't think that's gonna happen again.
I'm gonna say this.
But but
It's
you
gonna
never
be a
know.
pool party tonight. That's all I'm gonna say. Pool party tonight.
no, shit.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Hopefully he's gonna do it
Clay need
again.
to
But
do
I think we were
something.
talking before. I think what was that last series? Didn't think he'd do it again. He did it like 2 or 3 more times. I'm like, who
Yeah.
is this dude, man? Like,
Jordan Poole?
huh?
You
No,
talking
no, no,
Jordan
no.
Poole?
I'm talking about Al
Orford.
Horford. Horford.
Orford.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He did it a
Yeah,
couple times during the playoffs, but I don't think
yeah.
it's gonna happen again in
That shouldn't happen again
the
tonight, though.
finals.
But honestly, they don't got
I
nobody
hope
really,
so.
really
I
checking
hope
them.
so.
They ain't got nobody really checking them. But yeah, Jordan Poole, man, like, is he
If
gonna play
Clay
tonight, or is he?
if
Is he?
Clay show up, it's raps.
Clay
They
need,
winning.
yeah, Clay,
If Clay
yeah,
Okay.
Clay
Thompson
need to
scored
show
20
up.
points or more, the game, I'm telling you, it's rap.
It's over. Yeah,
It's rap.
Man, it
yeah.
depends, man, because sometimes when Clay and Poole get off, Steph don't do nothing. Steph will just sit back and watch and just chill out and
If
score
two
like
of the three get off, it's
14
over.
points. Man, what happened last game? They had was Steph
You
went off and
think
then somebody else. Who else went off last game?
Porter.
for Porter,
What's his
Otto
first
Porter
name?
went off. Yeah, Otto Porter went off.
Otto
Yeah.
Porter, yeah,
Otto Porter was going off.
And Clay, how
yeah,
many Clay ended up with? Because he hit like 3 or 4 threes, didn't
It was no, it was a quiet 15. I think
he?
he had like 10 in the first half.
yeah. After
Oh,
the in the
Porter.
second
He
half,
missed that,
he don't did nothing. Second half, he don't did nothing.
I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, I'm
You
disappointed
think
in
you
Draymond,
think
man.
yeah, you think they're gonna play Gary Payton tonight?
I think they probably will. I think they probably
Yeah,
will.
They
Marcus
they
Smart.
they need to play
No,
that
he
guy.
gonna guard. He probably
White.
gonna be like yeah, Derek White or
Nah,
maybe even Jalen Brown. Because
they can. I think they can play. He can guard Brown easy too.
yeah, yeah, he gonna have to
He
take
can
one of
guard
those
Brown.
guys. But we ain't really worried about Smart. You want Smart to kill you. You gonna lose to Boston. You want the Smarts and the Horfords. You know what I'm saying? You don't want really Jaden Brown just killing you or Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? Just punish you all night like they can. Like if you could take them away, take them away. But that's a tough task. And it's just about the pieces. Like I'm disappointed in Draymond, man. Like yeah, he's making a few defensive. You see him out there a little bit, but offensively, it's like, man, this guy is non-existent. He
Leaving
can't
them
get the
wide
cut.
open.
They're not even
They
checking
don't
it,
respect him. They
and he's
don't
still
respect
not
him
doing
in the
what
line.
And he's not
Still
he's
not
he's not even attempting. He's not even looking at the rim. He's looking
exactly.
to pass the ball right away.
And you got a great team like Boston, and they get to play 4-on-5 when they on defense. A great defensive team like Boston, and they get to play 4-on-5 when they on defense. Man, that's ridiculous. That's my concern about the Warriors is that man, all this 4-on-5, man, that ain't a good look, man, against this team. So and they scrappy.
No.
Boston ain't gonna quit, man. Like no matter how much you get up on them, they're not gonna quit. They got players on the team that ain't gonna let them quit. So just like last game. So I think they're gonna have to make some kind of adjustment somehow with
They have to.
Washington win, or I'm not sure, but Draymond is killing them to me.
Warriors is
No.
going to turn up tonight. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
We lost it. The Warriors lost at home,
He said
so I
we.
feel like the fact that they lost at home, they woke. I just feel they woke.
Mm-hmm.
Game one loss
What
was I
happened?
feel like was good for them.
What happened if they lost tonight? What do you think?
Then they gonna win the next two in Boston. That's what's gonna happen.
Man, that's
No,
You
crazy.
think
seriously,
Boston is
seriously.
gonna you think Boston is gonna lose again at home? They're gonna
Why
lose
not?
one. I already
Why
Yeah,
say
not? Why not? They win seven games.
it.
They win 7 games with two teams that wasn't 100.
yeah. Boston, one of those teams
They,
that don't bring it every night for some reason too. I mean, you just never know what they're gonna get. Like, look at the series against Miami. It was blowouts like the first 4 or 5 games, something like that. Each one
Yeah,
was a blowout.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Each team
yeah.
blowing each other out. So that's what's scary about Boston. They're young. For the most part, you just don't think that they had a consistency to show up. But shoot, they're in the finals, and
That is the
they been
reason why
showing
they
up.
don't gonna win because they're
Right.
young, and Golden State had the experience already. They know the feeling. These
Yeah.
guys, I don't know how they're gonna play in Game 7. First time, first
Mhm.
final as a team. I don't know. The pressure is over there, and the crowd is over there too.
I mean, Steph got, this will cement his legacy. All the people, we got a lot of detractors on this side that say, Kevin Durant got the Finals MVP twice, or no, Iguodala got it one time. Like, so he's got a lot on his shoulders this Finals to, win an MVP and cement his legacy. Because a lot of people have been talking bad about him from that standpoint. So I
Yeah,
think
he
he can
already doing it. He already doing it in the first game. 6 3 point in the first quarter.
they lost though.
He and they lost. That's the point. But
Mm.
he just start.
But coach took him off the game the whole second quarter. He only played like 4 or 5 minutes
four
or whatever.
minutes.
Yeah,
Four
four
minutes.
minutes. And they
I
was
was
like, well, he
sick.
didn't score in the second quarter. Like, yeah, he only played the last 4 minutes. Like, why did you leave him out for so long? I'm not sure. Maybe he just thought the game was under control, but I'm not sure. Like, I didn't like that part. But it could have been
I
saved
didn't
by
either.
I just didn't like how he left him out so long when he was hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna cool him off yourself? But I mean, you can't cool him off for real. But you know what I mean? He was
Yeah.
going. He was going already. Why stop it?
Exactly.
Mhm. Well, shoot,
Wow.
man, it's pretty decent first episode in a long time. Just gonna wrap it up, man. I gotta get ready to watch this game two tonight. Everybody, if you still watching the video, might as well click the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Um, and we're gonna be back here kicking it, all the time, talking all Detroit sports. Pistons, Lions. Well, not all Detroit sports, but Pistons and Lions for sure. Um, let us know in the comments what you think, man. What's your top five? Tell me how trash mine was, but just make sure you watch the video of Charlie eating first, because I just you gotta watch them first before you hold the name or whatever. But any last thoughts, Ant?
Good.
Go Pistons, the Warriors in
Go
5.
Pistons. Peace out.
See y'all next time.
Yep.